Howdy from Arlington, Texas, y'all. I hope you are healthy, well, and sane. It's a showcase Sunday. I'm going to show something off that I've been thinking about for a while. I used to be a super collector of Andrew Shaw. And he got traded from my Blackhawks to the Montreal Canadiens, I think 4 years ago now. And man, it killed me wanting to collect him because I gave zero F's about collecting him in a Canadiens jersey. So I'm going to show this off. So it'll be a showcase Sunday, but I'm also going to use it as a video response for GeezMikey, even though it's not baseball cards. So I can step up a little. I have like it's either a 6 or an 8 foot table like you would see at a card show, but I decided to just go with a table in one of our living rooms. So I'm not quite showing everything, but you get the hint of most of it. Most of the stuff that I didn't show are commons and things like that. Some low end inserts maybe. But yeah, so this collection, I started collecting them, and I'll talk about why as we go through this. And I was on Sports Card Forum and very active at the time, and they had a super collector badge you could get, and I never got it because he did not have enough cards. I believe you had to have 200 cards, and he was not a guy. He's a switch between a first and third line wings. He might play a little bit of center. But he wasn't in every card set. Hockey, when you get into the bigger sets, there's only maybe 100 cards, and he didn't make a lot of those sets. So he got traded before I got there, but at one point I did have, I'm going from memory here, but I think I had 92% of his cards that were numbered 10, that weren't numbered 10 or less. And I think I had about 86% of all of his cards, including the one-of-ones. So, but I quit when he went to the when he got traded to Canadiens, and I thought about getting back into it a couple months ago because he got traded back to the Blackhawks, and a couple of his one-of-ones came up that I needed, that I've been looking for, and I put in what I thought were strong offers and did not win them, so I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Oh, I guess somebody's walking their dog outside. But so anyway, let's get started. Oh, the reason I started collecting Andrew Shaw, I was a Blackhawks fan as a teen. I've mentioned before that I got a stereo when I was in either 7th or 8th grade for Christmas, and I was able to get WMVP out of Chicago. So I began listening to Chicago Blackhawks games in the evenings, and they became my team. And I got out of it for a while, but after they won 3 cups in 6 years in the 2000s. And after the first cup, I moved. I was living in Indianapolis. I moved to another place, and my new cable company, got me the Chicago station, Comcast Chicago, that carried the Blackhawks. And the first game I watched was Andrew Shaw's first game. He almost got the Gordie Howe hat trick. He got a goal. He got a fight. He just didn't get the assist. And he was my guy going forward. So there's a couple of oddball, oversized cards up top you can see from when he played in Rockford, which is where their minor league affiliate is. Oversized, oddballs, but when you're at 90% of a player's cards, man, you start getting oddball cards. You're trying to do anything to add to the collection, and that's kind of what those were. But also early on, he didn't have a lot of cards yet, so I don't recall when I got these. I think it was later on because I don't think they were available early on. So right there, those 3. The 2 on the left are actually custom cards that somebody on Sports Card Forum had made, and I thought they were really cool. Maybe someday, if I get a chance to meet him again, I will actually get those signed, or get one of them signed kind of in this area, because I think it's super cool. This is some kind of, it's in Russian, and And honestly, it's on a very weak paper stock, so I think somebody just made it out of, basically made it their computer in Russia. So we have his Niagara Ice Dogs early cards. So I had to buy the team set, so I also kept the team card that he was pictured in. So here, some Upper Deck. You can see they kind of look the same, and that's because you've got the base right here. This was issued in team set form only at the arena in one game, and my friend Sal at Puck Junk got a hold of one and sent it my way, knowing that I was a super collector. So then what do we got here? This one is, these are the silver foil boards. You can see they look a little different. I mean, you're getting a little glare off the top loader, but here you don't see quite, I don't know if you can tell, but anyway, they're called silver foil boards. They were EPAC exclusives. See right here, this one looks to be, I think that's the exclusives numbered out of 100. Nope, this is the exclusives numbered out of 100. This one I wasn't sure about is the Upper Deck Midnight. Those are numbered out of 25 and were given away at the Fall Expo in Toronto. Then I've got one copy of the High Gloss, which is numbered out of 10. Just a couple randoms, an acetate autograph card. And then one here, Authentic Moments. This is after Patrick Kane taken right after Patrick Kane scored a goal to send the Blackhawks back to the Stanley Cup Finals. So what do we got here? Black Diamond Parallel, numbered out of 50. I got 4 of those. Obviously, he's Blackhawks with a black border. Beautiful. This is one that took me a long time to find that was a white whale for a while. The Andrew Shaw Emerald, numbered out of 5 autograph. Let's move back up the table. Rockford Ice Hogs again. That was their minor league team issue. I love the retro look of that card. I feel like I missed one. I missed a Rockford card. Oh, there it is underneath. Another. He was with the Ice Hogs for a couple of years. Some other random early cards there. So if you know hockey, you know that the cup is the thing. That's the rookie card to get. So there you've got his base out of 249. The flag patch card, numbered out of 5. This one was a tough one to get. I put a lot of money into that one. Got it through Sports Card Forum. This was some kind of proof that somebody was selling, but to be honest, I think it's just a homemade. I think somebody made it. It's kind of junk. I didn't pay that much for it. I don't remember what that parallel was called, but it's numbered out of 65, which is his uniform number. And this was also from the Cup, his rookie year, numbered out of 25. Stanley Cup championship rings. Upper Deck, I think they still do this. I'm not 100% sure, but the Cup, the Blackhawks won 2 cups that he was on, so that is the ring card for each of those. These 2 here, Ultimate Rookies. I had a bunch of these. The reason I kept these 2 is if you can see down there at the bottom, they're serial numbered back to back, 38 and 39 out of 399. So decided to keep those. Let's move that. So here's more Upper Deck. You got a base. You got an exclusive out of 100. And then I've got 3 of the High Gloss, which are numbered out of 10. And it looks like I got 2 exclusives. Got another one right there. So on the low end of hockey, the Young Guns is the thing. Cup is the top, and then Upper Deck is the non-signature version of what everybody wants. Well, Andrew Shaw did not have a Young Guns card, but he had a Canvas Young Guns card, and as you can see there, I have multiple copies of that. So the 2 at the bottom are 2 I've just picked up along the way. So you got these 2 here. So that one on the left in the mag is the first Andrew Shaw card, NHL, that I pulled out of a pack. Bought 1 box at a card show when I was in Indianapolis. And I was joking with the guy. I was like, man, it would be super cool if I pulled the Andrew Shaw Young Gun. That's the one card I want, the Canvas. And I mean, the odds of that were, I think Canvas Young Guns are like hell, I can't even remember anymore, man. I want to say like maybe 1 in every 3 boxes. And then there's 50 rookies. So you're talking like a 1 in 150 boxes. And I pulled the damn thing out. That is one of the most sentimentally valuable cards in my collection. And I'm considering selling this stuff off, but I will tell you that pulling this out and organizing it, man, it really brought back some feels, because I put a lot of money and a lot of time into this collection, and it was kind of reminding me why. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. This one in here is a Beckett graded, or JSA authenticated Beckett graded autograph. Where is the autograph on the card? Why am I? Oh, I set another one on top of it. I thought it was weird. Okay, so I got 3. Those are 3 that I bought randomly. There's the one I pulled. This one, as you can see, is signed silver Sharpie. This was the second one I owned. I bought it, and when I worked at Lids, he was doing a signing at one of our locker room stores in Chicago, and as soon as I found out, I made plans, and I was going up there, met him, got him to sign that card. Then then this is when I lived in Indianapolis. After I got here, JSA was setting up at a local card show. So I had them authenticate it, and then Beckett would slab it. So I got that, and like I said, it was a long process, but this is the epitome of, at a certain point, there's nothing left to buy if you have a guy that doesn't have 2,000 cards like some of the other super collectors. You know, we've got Kirby Puckett super collectors, you know, JT and Miguel Cabrera. But man, when you've only got 300 cards, you hit a point where there's nothing you can do, and you're just waiting for the next thing to come out. And it's kind of an addiction. So, again, 2 of the most sentimental cards. Those 2, even if I sell off, those 2 will go absolutely nowhere. Here we got some Dominion rookies. You got the gold numbered out of 25, the emerald bait numbered out of 5, the base out of 199, and then a Brandon Saad, who was one of my other favorite Blackhawks, and Andrew Shaw, dual numbered out of 50. Some things right here where we're just looking at, you know, base and parallels. So you got the base, the exclusives out of 100, high gloss out of 10, base, gold medallion. I forget what these were called, but they're numbered out of 99, as you can see there. So some more rainbow type stuff here. The reason you see that card on the left twice is these were the super short print. These are called blank backs. So unfortunately, he has a few blank backs. That's the only one I got. I mentioned earlier the championship rings. These are other standards from Upper Deck. Day with a Cup. They will do an image of everybody that was with the cup and pictures of their days. So there you can see the cup in the back seat of that. Looks like an airplane. And then another one where he's celebrating with it. So what we got here? Prominent cuts. This was from the Chicago National, numbered out of 80. I know I was having trouble finding those. I don't know how many there actually are. Here again, you've got, where am I? So we got a base, a silver signature, colors and contours, and then these are the superscripts numbered out of 25. I've got 3 of those. What else we got here? So right here, this Youth Explosion. So this is a base. This is numbered out of, it's a silver numbered out of 25, a gold numbered out of 10. This is one of those one of ones. There's a black version numbered 1 out of 1 that was one of the ones I was not fortunate enough to get recently. So I was really considering getting back into the super collecting and only collecting his Blackhawk stuff, but have not made a decision. So you see these Back to the Futures here. So this is one of my favorites too. This is the same card, just front and back. On the front, it's got the Andrew Shaw, and on the back, Jeremy Roenick. One of my favorite, definitely my favorite player of my youth, and still one of my favorite players. Probably my number 2 guy, hockey-wise, to be honest. It's down here. I just put another copy of it. But then here, this was a white whale that I had to search for a while. I think these are numbered out of 50. I actually found it it was my first experience with Sport Lots. And I found it, and I paid $50 for it. And believe me, I was scared as shit, because if you look at Sport Lots, when you look at it for the first time, it's not very impressive looking. It looks like something, looks like GeoCities from 1997 hosted, but I got it. I'd been looking for that for, I think, 2 or 3 years before I found it, and on the back, Jeremy Roenick's signature. And then shortly after I got that, I think like 3 more hit eBay after that. So weird how that happens. So MVP from another year. So you got the, what do we got here? We got base, we got silver signature, green signature, which was EPAC, and then a superscript out of 25. I missed score. I love these. Base, gold medallion, or gold, I don't know, Rush, maybe it was. The red was, they were short print, they were tougher to find, and then the blacks were supposed to be like case hits out of jumbo packs only, but I found some jumbo boxes, and I pulled about 1 per box, but still pretty rare. More base signature and parallel. The gold is numbered out of 25. Blueprint base, and then a sticker autograph. This one here, I had a bunch of copies of this, sent them to ComC, and eventually sold them off. But the reason this was the one I kept was the numbering. $9.99 out of $9.99. Thought that was super cool. Speaking of, back over here somewhere, I had sold off, or something, some of my upper decks. I guess I can't remember which one it is now. One of these is serial numbered 007. And I love Bond movies, so that is definitely why I picked that one up. I guess I can't remember which one it was. So let's move back up to the top. Some memorabilia cards, some stick cards. These are numbered out of $1.99. What I love about these is how different each one is. You know, they're not like these base jersey swap pieces where it's just one color. Just so much difference as they cut up his stick. And I got, what do I have, like... It looks like I got 11 copies of that. This one here is called Engravatures. Dominion Engravatures, I believe is what it is. Numbered out of 15. I traded with Derek, who's OT Cards, for this. And it was a massive trade. I traded him so much stuff for this. He sent me some other stuff too, but one of the things, basically the 2 big cards, I got this and he got a Russell Wilson RPA numbered out of 25. Pretty sure he's happy with it, and, you know, let's be honest, I'm pretty happy with it too. I got a card that I had only seen one other time. Now granted, I haven't looked in years, maybe these have popped up and become more common, but they were hard to find. So Trilogy Puck autographs. And then the ones numbered out of 13, there's also a version out of 3 that I was never able to get my hands on. But on these, I've got number 10, number 5, and number 4. Stadium Series relics. So I bought a couple of these. I've got 2 of the white swatches, 1 black swatch, same card. And over here, this is actually one of his last cards with the Blackhawks from the initial go. And this one's numbered out of 15. These, super cool. Stanley Cup Finals. I know they're not showing up as well because I left them in just some plastic. 2 different cards, each numbered out of 25. Not cheap. Net cord cards that were from the nets used in the Stanley Cup Finals. And on that one, he's definitely prominently pictured right there, number 65. And on this one, I'm going to guess he's in that picture somewhere, but I can't really pick it out. This is one of the 3 most expensive cards I paid for. I think I may have gotten I bought the redemption for this, but it is a net skirt auto, also from the Stanley Cup Finals. I think there's a print run of maybe like 10 or 15. They're not serial numbered, if I'm recalling correctly. So I have that where I could even see the back, but I don't think they're numbered. Let's get over here. So we got a couple of Sign of the Times, one with Shaw and Patrick Kane, then one numbered out of 10 with Shaw, Dylan Olsen, Brandon Saad, and Marcus Kruger, who are all part of Stanley Cup teams. Printing plates. I know people hate printing plates, but sorry about your luck. These are out of the cup, as you can see. and they are actually of the Ultimate Collection. They're the printing plates of the Ultimate Collection card. Ding. But they were in the cup. And one of the things that got me really discouraged was just ridiculous prices being asked. These two I got, I want to say, for between 80 and 100 a piece, which still is ridiculous, but it's because they're from the cup, and you know, the whole people have to recoup their money. Well, there was one that had been on eBay asking 200 for like 2 years. I did not buy it, and then I stopped collecting him for about 3 years, and when I look back a few months ago, damn thing's still on there. I had made the guy so many offers that were reasonable on that. He just didn't want to take them. So we are almost done here, sticking still with printing plates. So as you can see there, the 14-15 Upper Deck Series 2, I've got 3 of the 4. If I could ever come on the yellow, that would be super cool, because I believe that would put the entire rainbow together, because I have all of the numbered cards. So another printing plate. I wouldn't pay outrageous numbers for these, but I would pay more than probably most people would get out of printing plates, because I was an Andrew Shaw super collector. So there you have it. I haven't decided. Oh, one more net cord from another year. They started to get really expensive, but yeah, there's a lot of money spent on this table, and I'm not going to get anywhere close to that. But when you're collecting, you can't really think of it that way, but it does hurt if I decide that I'm going to sell this off. You know, I almost don't want to know. What I'm thinking of doing is, if I sell some of these bigger pieces off, I'm going to send them to Chris at CRT Sports Cards. You should check out his YouTube channel if you haven't. I will try and remember to put a link below. See, he's doing eBay commissions, and I will probably have him sell these off slowly. Don't want to put them all up at once, because it's going to be the same handful of people. I actually chased one guy out of super collecting Andrew Shaw, because I had picked up so many of the low numbered ones that he couldn't get his hands on. So he went and started collecting a guy that Shaw played with. This guy's name's Jim. He's in Owen Sound, Canada, and that's where Shaw played his junior hockey. And instead of collecting Shaw, he now super collects Bobby Ryan. I chased him out of this, but he's got a lot of money invested in that one, and did not want to. You know, I've reached out to him a couple times to see if he wants to take this collection over, and he hasn't necessarily responded favorably, so I don't know what I'm going to do. But there you go. Here's my showcase / GeezMikey response. I feel like we missed some of these here. What did we miss here? Did we show these off? Oh, again, so more, yeah, those O-Peachies, just base rainbow foil, black numbered out of 100, and then red wrapper redemption. So maybe we missed a few, but you'll have that when you got all the cards going horizontally and vertically in different size and different size cases. Everything doesn't fit pretty. But I'm almost 25 minutes, so I am going to shut up. I hope you all have a great Sunday. Hope you enjoyed this look at it, and I am loving these videos. If you haven't done one yet, please do one, man. These things are so great. So anyway, gonna let you go. Happy collecting, y'all, and I will see you down the road.